Hello guys, this is the Simulink Talk to an Expert session for the BEST robotics competition. Today we're going to be covering some of the basics. We're going to be covering the companion app, simple example, and then we're going to be showing you where the resources are if you need to get started with the installation of MATLAB, Simulink, and all of the VEX resources. So to get started.
And just to let everyone know, this is, we have two Simulink experts here from MathWorks. We have Jose, who is actually joining in the call today, and this is the first time he's actually going to be doing these sessions with Best Robotics, and myself, Sandeep. Some of you might actually have worked with me in the past, trying to get help with Simulink models that you have built. So just wanted to introduce ourselves and let you know this Talk to Expert session is something that we are trying to do on a bi-weekly basis moving forward. So we'll share more information after Jose has a quick introduction presentation for you guys. We'll share details about how you can actually sign up for these Talk to the Expert sessions and when exactly are these sessions going to happen during the course of this competition. Thanks, Jose. Go ahead.
Sounds good. And if you guys have any questions in between, feel free to send us an email to our news group or save them for the next session. We will be live. We can give you more detailed explanations. For now, we're going to be covering some of the basics. So once you guys are all set up, you're going to be opening the MATLAB interface. It's going to look something like this, and under apps, under this tabs up top, you're going to see apps, and in there you can browse through the VEX microcontroller companion app. This is going to be your landing page for all of the things VEX. What we have here is just simple GUI where you can create a new model, open the library of blocks, show some demos, and here on the right you're going to see some of the shipped examples that we have. We'll go through the library real quick, show you what types of blocks we have there. You're going to see all the hardware support as actuators, gamepad, LCD, and sensors. In here you will find your digital outputs, motors, servo motors. Same goes for sensors. If you're going to be using your analog input, digital input, gyro, encoders, all of these will be Simulink blocks that you can drag into the canvas, and we'll show you that in a minute here. The convenience libraries will have all of the things that you're going to need to stitch together the actual behavior of your robot. Addition operations, math, logical operators, and some utilities. Within the utilities, you will find another gamepad simulator for you to use with the computer, and then a couple of blocks like the arcade module, and then the field simulator, which will give you an idea of how your robot is moving in a field. We'll show you some of this in action right now. We'll open up a simple model. We'll go to the VEX ARM Cortex tank robot, and we will open that up. So what this looks like is basically we're using the controller blocks. They're going to look like this. They're going to say they're going to have some labeling. If you guys want to add these from the library, all you're going to have to do is go to gamepad and then grab that gamepad joystick and drag it into your model. And to set it up, you'll double click on it, and then you'll set in here what analog channel you want, sample time, and then whether you're using it for simulation purposes or not. This is going to be the same for all of the blocks from the library. Then you'll connect it. In this case, we are just driving the right motor with one analog signal and the left motor with one analog signal. This is the connection we have right here. And then we're also going to be using the field simulator in this case. If we run the model, we're going to get an XY plot. And it's going to have a little dot in the center. That's going to be the position of the robot. If we change this, if we were to change these gains, so the right joystick variable gain and the left joystick variable gain, these are pop-ups, sliders, so we can drag those and change the value there, and then we'll see the little dot in the XY plot moving along. So you guys can use this for your simulations to make sure that your robot is moving in the correct direction. The field simulator will have all the dynamics necessary for the robot. And if you guys need to reproduce any other kind of model, feel free to start here in the VEX library, but you will not be limited to this. You can also access the full Simulink library, and that's going to be within this view here in this button right here. If you go to your actual model, you can do two things. You can press this button right here, so library browser, and then you will land on the Simulink page, and here you will see a lot more blocks. You can also just click on the canvas and start typing, and then you can find the blocks by list right there. So that's a quick intro to the models for the VEX support package. Now we are going to go to the installation. So to install it, all you're going to have to do is, after you have installed MATLAB, you're going to go to add-ons, you're going to go get hardware support packages, and in here you can just type VEX, and you will land there on the Simulink encoder support package for ARM Cortex-based VEX microcontrollers. From here on, you will be prompted to a pretty familiar installer. Just click on there, install, or in my case, manage the current installation. I think that's going to be, if you guys need more information on that, just go to Google, type in MATLAB BEST Robotics. You will go to our BEST Robotics landing page. A lot of video tutorials and information videos will be here. So you can go to the installation, you can go through the Simulink Quick Start video, installation of the support package, and also some of the more basic examples like creating a simple robot model in Simulink. I think that's it. I don't know if Sandeep wants to add anything.
Sure. Thanks, Jose. Thanks for that quick introduction. I'll sort of want to point out a few other things that are there on this particular page. So for teams who are not familiar with this particular page that we have on the MathWorks website, I would definitely recommend noting down the URL to this page, which is mathworks.com /best-robotics. So that's the short URL that will redirect you to this page. That's the long URL up there. But the short one is again mathworks.com /best-robotics. So Jose is going to type that out and make sure that comes up correct. There you go. So this is the landing page that we were on earlier. Pretty much all the getting started resources are on this page. As you can see, under getting started section here, we have a course also that is available for teachers who are interested in teaching MATLAB and Simulink with the VEX Robotics platform in their classroom. And then we have documentation. We have extensive documentation for all the blocks and also a bunch of examples that we talk about. Videos, of course, the best way to actually learn. Jose pointed out to us some of the videos up there. The ones that I definitely think you should take a look if you haven't installed the software yet is that first one, which is talking about how do you install the support package itself. And then the third one, which is actually then once you have everything installed, how do you use Simulink. So that's a Simulink Quick Start video. That's a new video that we just created recently. So that's new content. So for anyone who is not familiar with Simulink, and wants to use Simulink in the competition, we would recommend you take a look at that video. And then again, the videos after that are talking about how do you specifically build Simulink models. Now that you know a little bit about Simulink, how do you use Simulink to build your own best models of VEX or Simulink models that will work on your VEX Cortex microcontroller platform. So all these videos are available for free to all the teams. So these are self-paced learning material that you can watch and learn at your own pace. One other thing that I want to mention, actually two other things, which is on the right side, on the right panel there. If, Jose, could you scroll up actually? So if you're a team who is interested in getting our software, if you haven't received our software already, then you need to click on the request software button there. So if you're a BEST team, you can actually get our software for free to use it in the BEST competition. This is true even for VEX robotics competition teams and any other robotics competition team or any other student competition. If you're interested, you can always reach out to us and we can provide you with MATLAB and Simulink software for free to use it in the competition. The other thing there is the Best Robotics Simulink Design Award. Some of you might have heard of a MathWorks award that we present at the regionals. So every team who wins this award at the regionals gets a $1,500 cash prize. So we have had really good participation over the last couple of years, and we hope to continue, presenting this award at the regionals each year, which is basically an award to the top team that does, sort of talk about their Simulink model and tell us how they actually use their Simulink model in the competition. And finally, the last thing that I have in the same section there is the mobile robotics training for your team. So we have a new training video series that we created. So Jose, if you click on that, that'll take you to a page where you can actually sign up and submit this form, which has very basic information. But essentially, this is a new mobile robotics training video series that we created this spring. It's a 6-video series that goes through pretty much from the basics to advanced usage of Simulink and Stateflow for designing mobile robotics algorithms. So this might be a little advanced in some scenarios for within the context of the BEST competition. But if you're trying to learn about robotics in general and building robots that can do autonomous tasks, then we would definitely recommend that you take a look at these videos that are available in this training series. Great. So that's a little bit about the resources. Before we actually end this presentation, one thing that I wanted to include in this first talk was a technical issue that many of the users have been facing. So this is actually very specific to the arcade module block in the VEX Simulink library. A lot of the teams have mentioned to us that the arcade module block hasn't been giving them the correct behavior, the behavior that they would expect it to provide, specifically when the arcade module block is used in their Simulink model and on their robot, and when they're trying to drive the robot in the reverse direction. Apparently, it gives them the reverse behavior when going backwards. So we have been able to fix that issue in the arcade module block. However, the official library will be updated with that fix only late of October 2017. So for teams who are already into the competition and using the VEX library already, what we have done is we have posted the workaround or the solution on the BEST forum page. So for people who are not familiar with the BEST forum, If you go to bestinc.org, bestinc.org, yes, and from here you have to go to, I think it's participants, and there it is, best forum. Yes, so the direct URL to this page is up there, forums.bestinc.org, so you might want to bookmark that. So here under the forum topics, you have Simulink. So this topic area, if you go in there, you'll see a lot of discussions happening around Simulink. So we have posted in this topic area a thread to show you how to actually download the fixed arcade module block. So Jose, if you click on that, yeah. So the question. So where is this? Okay, there it is. So the arcade module block. Actually, that's not the one. Can you refresh this page? It should be the first one there, the first entry. Not really. Can you go back to that tab there? Maybe it's posted. Okay, so it's actually under technical. So we posted it under technical, but I'll also post it under Simulink. So if you go to technical, if you go back one step, yeah, if you go into technical, I posted it right there, but we'll have this posted on Simulink thread as well. But essentially, this is the thread that you want to look at. So if you click on that, Jose. We have some information, basic information to say, what the problem is, and also how can you fix it. So essentially, there is an attachment to this post, which is at the bottom. As you can see, it says arcade module underscore fixed.zip. So this is a zipped file that contains the Simulink model. So download the zip file, extract the Simulink model, and once you have extracted it, you can actually use the arcade module fixed block within that Simulink model inside your own Simulink model. So just copy and paste it into your own Simulink model, and it should work perfectly. Please do share this information with other teams in your hub if they are running into the same problem. We'll try to address this problem as soon as we can in the official release of the library itself. But as I said earlier, it will take a little bit of time at our end. I will also be reaching out to all the teams who are requested for software with the link to this post so that you guys have this post handy, and that we can get to the fix as soon as possible. That's it. And if you have any questions related to this particular fix, if it's not working or if you have other questions, please feel free to send us an email at bestrobotics@mathworks.com. And if you want to have technical discussions, I would definitely encourage you all to use the BEST forum, the one that we just showed you. Submit your questions there. I think we all as a community within the BEST competition should try to utilize this group for having technical discussions. So I would definitely encourage posting your questions here first before you reach us on bestrobotics@mathworks.com. That's all I have. Thanks again, Jose, for that quick introduction to Simulink and the VEX Cortex library that we have. This is our first session, as I said earlier. If you're interested in signing up for more sessions, Jose, can you just type? Can you bring up that Eventbrite page?
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Yes, so this is the Eventbrite page. So if you search for Eventbrite online support Simulink, you should hopefully land on this page. I will also share this email with the teams who have requested for software. I have their email addresses, and the BEST organization has shared this email with your hub. So if you're interested in signing up for future sessions, just reach out to your hub contact or your hub director. But essentially, what we're trying to do is have a bi-weekly Talk to a Simulink Expert session every Friday, that is. So this was our first one. Next one will be on October 6th. Again on a Friday from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And the hope is that we use this time to actually quickly present something to all of you, and then also spend as much time as you want on answering the questions that most of the teams have. So please get in touch with us. Use this time to actually join us and have your questions answered, and also to listen into what other teams might be doing and what other teams might be running into problems with. So that's it, and I hope I'll get to see you in 2 more weeks. But if you have any questions in the meanwhile, please do use the best forum to post your questions. Thank you.